Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer Mata-McMahon. Welcome to another Monday makeup video. So this video is going to be different because I am going to share with you a challenge that I am going to present to myself for the year of 2019. And well, as you can see from the title of the video that you clicked on, it's going to be my no buy year. And backtracking a little bit. So I've been watching a YouTuber, a girl's channel, and videos from her channel that are about her no buy year. In fact, her channel is called My No Buy Year. Her name is Hannah Louise, let me see, I have it written down here, Poston. Hannah Louise Poston. And I'll link her video, her channel below, and the video where she explains, which is her first video of her channel, which she explains what she's doing for the year of 2018. So she started January 1st of this year, and she's ending it on the 31st of December. So it's a complete 12 months, 365 days of no purchasing, right? So I was watching her videos and got really inspired by what she was doing and got excited about the possibility of me doing something similar. I started 2018 on a no buy, and I was on a no buy for 3 months. So from the month of January to the month of March, I had set that would be my no buy time for makeup, right? So I got into makeup about 3 or 4 years ago and started purchasing makeup, got into the whole YouTube hype of recommendations and YouTubers, some more than others, pushing products on viewers and advertising and almost, like doing commercials and as if they were like PR person for these brands and these products and pushing these products on people. And I mean, no dirt on them. It's fine. That's their job. That's fine. I think it's the responsibility of the viewer to determine if you really need that product or not, or if you want it, or if you want to try it out, or if you can afford it, or whatever. Whatever your reasons are for purchasing it. But it's on the viewer. And I fell into that hype in the sense that there were things that were being advertised by YouTubers that I thought were great. And I tend to have, I've discovered with the years of knowing myself, that I tend to have an addictive kind of personality, in the sense that when I like something, I like it and 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 want 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 it. And I do reach a saturation point, and when I reach the saturation point, I stop. It's like, that's it. I loved that, was totally into it from my tippy toes up to the top of my head, and then suddenly when I am done with it, I'm done. That's it. I'm done with you. Move on to the next thing. But the next thing also then absorbs me to that level, because I have that, again, what I call an addictive kind of personality. And I don't know if it's because I am a Scorpio, and Scorpios are all or nothing kind of people, or is it just my personality, or if it's a phase. I don't know. I think I've always been like this. I don't think it's a phase. I think it's me, it's who I am. Now, if it's because I'm a particular astrological sign, or if it's part of my personality, or part of my upbringing, or I don't know, that, the whole nature-nurture debate, I don't really know why that is the case, but I do know that I have sort of a compulsive, addictive, perfectionist, deep, profound, all or nothing kind of personality. And when I get into something, I really get into it. And that happened with makeup. I remember prior to getting into makeup, I had a makeup bag, and I had one powder, a few lipsticks and lip liners. I had a few, but when I say a few, I mean 5. I had like 5 lipsticks, maybe 4 or 5 lip liners. I had 1 eyeliner. It was black because that's all that I would use. 1 black eyeliner and a pencil that you could sharpen. 1 mascara, a blush or 2. I had sort of like a brownish blush and a pinkier blush. And I had powder or powder foundation. I used to use the CoverGirl, that cream to powder foundation that is a compact, and that was it. I didn't use concealer. I didn't know what bronzer was. I didn't know what highlighter was. I had no brow products because I've always had bushy eyebrows, so there was no need for me to fill anything in or fix anything or knew how to do it. And I did not own eyeshadow. What I used to do was I would put blush on my cheeks and put blush on my eyelids. So I rocked that monochrome look for years, for decades, because I didn't use eyeshadows. I have hooded eyes, and it was difficult for me to and didn't know how to do eyeshadow and didn't understand, and was really afraid of really dark shades and colorful shades. And so whatever I had on my cheeks, I would put a little bit of that on my eyelids, and that was it. I had eyeliner in my waterline and mascara. That was it. And that was my makeup for years. That was all I used for makeup for many, many years. And when I started watching YouTube, I started getting into trying out eyeshadows, the concept, right? And now I have an eyeshadow collection, which I shared on Instagram recently, that I really don't like the word collection, because I feel like a collection is something that you cherish and you have for years and years, and you collect it and you build it and you have more and more, and you have different kinds, and it's like your treasure, and you have it on display and you look at it but you don't use it. And makeup is to be used, so I don't like to refer to makeup as a collection, because makeup goes bad. And if you have it there to look at it as if it were like a pretty object, then what's the point? It's gonna go bad, and once it does go bad, you're gonna have to throw it out, and there goes whatever money you invested on that because you never used it. So for me, makeup is not a pretty object or a piece of art that you hang on the wall or on a shelf, right? It's something that you should be using and enjoying, and yes, it's pretty and it's beautiful. Some of it, the packaging and the design of it and the color, but it's supposed to be used. So I've accumulated this amount of makeup that is not a collection, but it's an accumulation of makeup that is much more than I will ever be able to use. And because of my personality, it has become sort of an addiction. Of something comes out and it's new and it's beautiful and it's shiny, and my favorite YouTuber is promoting it, and I want it and I buy it. And do I need it? No, right? So it's not because I need it, it's because I want it and I like it and I want to have it, and others have it and I want to have it too, and that kind of feeling. It's definitely not a need. And so when I started watching Hannah's channel, I thought, this is a great idea of prolonging that no-buy that I started my year off with, which I totally didn't stick to it, not completely. I started, January was a solid no-buy month, but then towards the middle of February, I started allowing myself to purchase things, and by the end of March, which is the end of my period, I was buying whatever I wanted to buy. So it was a bit of a fail in the sense that it didn't last the full 3 months, which scares me a little bit to say that now I'm going to do a whole year of it, because I don't know if I'm going to make it, right? But I'm going to try. I'm going to give it my best shot. And the reality of it is that if I look at all the stuff that I have, if I didn't buy anything else for a year, I think I would still have things a year after. So things that I could use, things that would not have expired yet, things that could be perfectly fine to put on my face, makeup wise, right? But I'm going to include other categories as well, and I think in those categories also I have enough things that'll last me well over past a year's time. So I'm not concerned about not having things. I'm just concerned about not being to control the impulse of buying something that I want because it's nice or pretty or smells good or looks good or I just want it, you know? I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to deprive myself if I want something really badly, because the reasons why this girl Hannah is doing her no-buy are different from the reasons that I'm doing my no-buy. So that's a good segue in getting into the reasons why I'm doing this, right? So she's the inspiration, but her reasons in terms of financial reasons are not the same as mine. So she says that she has been purchasing things that she couldn't afford and getting into credit card debt, which was scary to her, and she just didn't want to feel like she had this debt because of things that were just, you know, things, and that she didn't, that weren't life or death kinds of things, that weren't necessities, that were just things that were pretty and that she liked and she just had to have them, like makeup, for example. My situation is not like that. I don't have any credit card debt. I buy things because I can afford them. I think that if I could not afford anything that I wanted to buy, if I could not afford that object, I just wouldn't buy it. You know, I would save until I could buy it, and when I had the money to purchase it, I would. So it's not a financial reason why I'm doing this, but in a sense it is, because even though I have the financial freedom to buy these things, I rather not. I rather not invest my money or spend my money in this, which is not an investment, which is just expenditure, and because I have so much of it and I don't need more of it. So for the reason for me primarily is because I feel like this has taken over and it's turned into an addiction. My compulsive buying is an addiction, and I don't want to finance my addiction. I want to cut myself off. You know, like literally, like cut the credit card, cut myself off. Not a purchase anymore. So my no buy, my main reason is that. My main reason is that I want to control the addiction and not have the addiction control me. And I don't want it to get out of hand. And it would be nice to, instead of spending that money, to save more monthly. I save money monthly, so I buy the things I want, I pay off, and I buy them with a credit card, but I pay off my credit card every month, so I have a zero balance on my credit card. And I save money as well for different reasons. So I save money for different categories of things that I'm saving for, and so that's the money that's going into paying off the monthly credit card for the bills or things that I'm buying could potentially be saved or just not spent, you know? And there's an idea, right? So that would be nice to do. And I'm thinking that that would be an incentive to see if my dad actually gave me an idea that I don't know if I'm going to implement, but he said for everything that you want to buy and don't, take that money, like if you were to purchase that, take that amount of money and put it in a savings account. So say you see a lipstick that you really, really want, and the lipstick is, I don't know, $20. You're not buying the lipstick, put those $20 in the savings account. And then that, you'll see how that accumulates, and later on you'll see how much you would have spent in makeup or whatever it is that you're spending, and you haven't because you've saved it all. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I am going to continue to save what I'm saving right now and maybe add a little more to the savings so that I have a little less sort of cash flow and just not purchase. And we'll see. At the end, I'll do like a balance there to see how much I spent the prior year versus the year that I was in the no buy, which I think was going to be interesting to see. But I have my little cheat sheet here. So the inspiration was from Hannah Louise Poston. The reasons that I'm going through this mainly is because I want to change my buying habits and control my buying addiction. The other reason is because I have too much of everything. You name it, and I have several of them. Not just one, several. And I'm not gonna live enough years in my lifetime to use several of all of the things that I have. They're not gonna go bad before I die. They're not gonna expire. They're not going to, they're gonna go out of style, and I'm not gonna like them before I can stop using them. I just have too much of everything, and I think that I knew that. But right now, because I moved and I had to pack everything and then unpack everything and put everything away and find a new spot for all the things that I have, I realized that I have way too much, and it just became very real to me, especially also because I downsized. So I went from a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo in Chicago to moving into a 2-bedroom, 1.5-bathroom here where I am now. And even though Mike still is in Chicago and his things are still there and some of my things are still there, so I didn't bring everything. Even though I didn't bring everything, the things that I brought are too much. Don't fit. The closets are all full. The areas under the sink are all full. There's product everywhere. There are things everywhere. It gets to be a little overwhelming, at least for me. I know that some people live with more. I know that some people live with less. I don't think I am an abnormality. I'm certainly not a hoarder, so it's not like there's no walking areas or free clear areas in my home, but still I feel like I have too much, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. That I don't like it, and I want to do something about it. I want to stop purchasing more because I don't need any more, and I want to be able to use what I have. So the no buying year is going to be more of a use what you have year. And I think if I phrase it that way, maybe that'll be a little more catching to me, and it will be phrased in a positive way. So instead of no buying, which is negative, it will be using what you have, which is positive, right? So I think that maybe I should call it that, the using what you have year instead of the no buying year. But in essence, the rules, to get into the rules, is the main rule is I can't buy anything until I run out of that particular product or that particular category of products. So for example, if I run out of deodorants, of all the different deodorants that I have, I'll purchase a new one. Or if I run out of mascaras, all of the mascaras that I have, the full sizes, the minis, the gift with purchases, all of the mascaras that I have, I run out of them, then I'll buy one. And I think that that's one of her rules, Hannah's rules, and I think that that's a really good one because that will allow me to use what I have, to go through what I have and sort of clear out as well. Before things go bad, to use them in the time that I have them and not continue to purchase other things. What happens with me is that I use products, but I use my favorite ones. And I have other that are not my favorites of that same category stored up. So either I give those away to someone who's going to use them, or I need to use them. I can't just continue to buy my favorite one and then have 5 or 6 other ones that are just sitting there. And it might be that I like them, but because this is my favorite, I'll go to this one. So what I found is right now I'm running low on my favorite product on several categories, and I'm like debating if I buy another one of this concealer because this is my favorite concealer and I'm about to run out, or of my brow product, this is my favorite one, should I buy another one before I run out, or when I run out I have it, or should I use one of the other 4 or 5 that I have of concealers and brow products, right? So I'm debating doing that before the no buy. I saw Hannah's channel and she said she went on a buying frenzy before she started the no buy. So I'm guessing her December month of last year was a purchase craze month where she was buying things to stock up for the no buy year, so she would have them during that year and not miss them. So I don't know if I want to do that. What I do know is that I have a ton of everything right now. Are they all my favorites? Maybe not, but they're there, and they're not bad products, because when I buy something and it really doesn't work for me, I either return it or give it to someone else for whom it might work. So I don't really have a ton of things that I completely hate, or that don't work for me at all, or that I never ever use. What I do have are things that I sporadically use because I have so many of them that I don't get to them every day or on a constant basis because I just have one face, right? And I don't even wear makeup every day. Talking about makeup. So the other thing that is going to be in my rule is that I can't buy anything until I run out of that category, but I have several sort of big categories of things that I want to apply that rule to. So makeup, definitely. Makeup is sort of the driver of this no buy year. Skincare, also, because I have a ton of skincare and some that I bought and I've used a couple times and then didn't go back to it for whatever reason. So I need to go through my skincare and use what I have. So makeup and skincare for sure. But also I wanted to include clothes because I have so much clothes. The difficulty with clothes is that I've gained weight, so I have a lot of clothes that don't quite fit me or don't fit me well, right? They're a little snug on me. They're a little ill-fitting, like I'll feel uncomfortable with it on and I can't wait to come home and take it off because it's like suffocating me. It's tight. I can still wear it, but it's tight. So that's the issue with clothes right now, is that that's happening. But on a similar vein, I am addicted to sugar, and that's the reason why I've gained weight, is because I've been eating very poorly and eating a lot of sweets and things with sugar. And if I can get that under control, I know I'll go back to my normal size and will fit into all my clothes. So I want to include clothing in the no buy project because I have too much. Too many clothes, too many shoes that I just don't need anymore. So let me see, there were other things I wanted to include. So makeup, clothes, shoes, skincare for sure. Okay, but also I want to include jewelry or accessories. Way too many. Way. I mean, I don't even want to tell you how many. I don't even know. That's how much I have. And also toiletries and houseware. So things for the house in terms of like knickknacks or, I don't know, decoration things. No, I'm not buying any decoration things. I am not buying any artwork. I'm not buying anything, any mirrors. I have a ton. I don't need any of that. And toiletries, obviously I'm going to buy toiletries when I'm out, but I want to buy them when I'm out. I want to stop buying compulsively stocking up just in case, you know, and have 5 shampoos, 6 conditioners, 2 or 3 stacks of these like 12, 18 rolls of toilet paper, the packs. I don't need that much. And the other reason why I want to put that in the list is because I don't have space in this place to store it. Before I had space and I could buy it sort of like in bulk and store it, and it would be fine. And those things are okay because I go through them. It's not like I don't go through toilet paper. I do. I don't go through paper towels. I do. I go through napkins and all of these things that I would buy in big bulks and have them stored. I want to buy the big bulk, but buy one, and when I'm out, completely out. Not buy 2 when I still have half a pack, right? So I want to get into that mindset of you use something up completely and then you replace it with a new one, and that's it. And get into that kind of mentality. So that's why I'm including toiletries as well. So the only big thing, or the things that I buy on a regular basis that I'm not including here, are food and books. And food, for the obvious reasons, you eat things, you consume them, you have to constantly be buying food, or on a weekly basis at least. And then books, because I need them for work. And my work revolves around books, both the teaching component of my work and the research component of my work. It requires me to read a lot of books, buy a lot of books, be on the, updated in terms of what's out there and what's available, and use things that are current. So books are not going to come into this no buy, which is a little bit dangerous because, again, I have a ton of books, maybe way too many, and way more than I will ever need, but I use them. I use the books that I have. So books and food are excluded. The other rule is, the other thing that is excluded, it's not a rule, but there are things that are excluded, are 3 big sort of ticket items that I need to buy. Well, one is a couch, because my couch is in Chicago. It wouldn't fit in this place. This place is so small that it wouldn't fit our couch. And our couch fit in our condo, which is not a huge place either. So you can imagine that this place is tiny, or at least the social area where the couch will go is tiny. So I need to purchase a couch. The other thing I want to purchase, so the couch is a need because I have no couch, but there are 2 other things that I want to purchase. One is a smaller, like, vlogging camera. The camera that I use is the Canon EOS 80D, which is a big bulky camera. It's great, it's awesome, I love it, but it's big, and I want to do vlogs, and I want to be able to take it with me, like set it up in my car and vlog in my car, or take it with me and do handheld shots and handheld video, and I think that a smaller vlogging camera will serve that purpose. But I think that's going to be a gift from Mike, so I'm not going to be purchasing that. And the other thing I want to get, that again is not a need like the couch, and it's not going to be a gift, is a chair for my vanity, because the one that I have right now is too low, and it's just not that comfortable, and I feel like I need something that props me up a little bit more. And I saw a chair that's not that expensive that I want to purchase for my vanity. So those are the 3 things that are excluded: the couch, the camera, the small camera, and the chair. So aside from that, I don't see myself buying anything unless it's, something broke and something needs to be replaced, or something just stopped working for some reason and needs to be fixed, or I don't see myself purchasing anything else, needing anything else, or wanting anything else. I'm gonna curb my wants. So yeah, so I wanted to share that with you because I think you're gonna help me by holding me accountable. my plan is to do videos updating you how that no buy or use what I have year is going, and maybe do like a once a month check-in video. Other videos in my channel I think are going to be about, especially the makeup related videos, are going to be about me using the things I have, sharing with you what I'm liking, what I'm using, how I'm using it. But obviously I'm not going to have any hauls or any new products or new makeup or showing you what I'm into that I just got shiny and new, because that's not going to be happening. But I can share with you things that I'm into that are part of things that I already own that I am enjoying and using right now. So I think I am going to, obviously I am going to continue making videos and posting on YouTube and hoping that you like them and enjoy that content, but I'm not going to be sharing with you, you know, the latest thing I bought, because I'm not going to be buying anything. So I can, when I do replenish things that I used up, I could probably share that if that's of interest. And I definitely will be updating, maybe on a monthly basis, about what's going on. So that's to come in terms of what's going to be in my channel. In terms of when I'm starting, I wanted to just dive into it and start the 1st of December. But I think I'm going to wait and start the 1st of January. Started off that date because then it'll give me a full year from the 1st of January to the 31st of December of 2019 to be 1 year of not purchasing anything that I don't need and using what I have. So I think I'm gonna do that. Start it in January, and also it's gonna give me the rest of 2018 to figure out if I do want to buy the last little bits of things that I think I'm going to need during that year. I just saw Hannah's video of what she regrets not purchasing before her no-buy year began. And I think I'm going to watch that one again and kind of make notes of, okay, do I need these things? Should I buy them now? But I know I already have a little list that I made this morning, actually, of 3 things that I'm running really low on that are my favorites, and they're not really expensive things. So there are drugstore products that I really like and that I use constantly, and it might be good to just buy them because they're on their way out, and I know that in a week or so I'm going to be out. So that might be good to just have for a little while longer before I start using the other things in that category that I have already. So yeah, that's it. Wish me luck. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is going to work. I know I can do it. I'm a very determined and disciplined person when I set my mind to it, and I'll see it through, but I know it's going to be hard, and I'm excited and scared at the same time. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you for coming and joining me, and I hope you will come again for future videos and keep me sort of accountable of what I'm doing and keep track of how my no-buy year is going to be looking like for 2019. Thank you. I'll see you again soon. Bye.